Hey everybody, ThrewRedButter here, back again with another beer review, coming at you tonight with another beer from Great Divide Brewing, Denver, Colorado, and also coming at you with another variation on their Yeti Imperial Stout. This is a 9.5% like their LR Imperial Stout. This is the Great Divide Brewing Maple Pecan Yeti. And story time on the back. Somewhere between a snowy peak and a cozy cabin breakfast, a new Yeti awakens, dripping with maple sweetness and layered with nutty complexity, creating a creature that's smooth, robust, and irresistibly warm. Maple pecan, and irresistibly warm. Period. Maple Pecan Yeti strolls in like brunch with a lumberjack, bold, buttery, and just a little sticky. Take a sip, and suddenly flannel feels like formal wear. Good story. Alright. I've reviewed Yeti and a couple of variations on Yeti on this channel. First time having this one, though. This one I got in a variety pack. And I think this one in particular is only available in that variety pack, so only way you're gonna get it in my neck of the woods. There we go. Alright, so the appearance on the Maple Pecan Yeti. What do you guys think? Sits pitch black in the glass in all regards. Got a finger of light brown head, maybe darker. Yeah, I'll go light brown. I was gonna say maybe almond color, but no, definitely darker than almond colored. So we got light brown head on this one. Let's get the Aroma on Maple Pecan Yeti. Definitely a lot of sugary maple syrup. Excuse me, on the Aroma. Deep dark chocolate, Hershey's, kind of like a Hershey syrup chocolate on this one from the base Imperial Stout. Coffee from the Imperial Stout, vanilla. I don't know, it smells very dessert-like. It smells almost like we're going for kind of an espresso kind of thing. In terms of pecan, I'm not really picking up any kind of pecan or nuttiness to this. But it smells, again, like a maple coffee kind of stout, which I'm not going to... You won't hear me bitching and complaining about that, but see what else shows up on the taste. Maybe the pecans will be there. Let's get a taste on Maple Pecan Yeti. Cheers. Excuse me. The nuttiness and any kind of pecan flavor is secondary, but it's there. But there is a fudge ton of maple on this one. Wow. Might as well be like Maple Yeti, which, again, I'm not going to complain. Big maple syrup. A lot of roasted coffee on that one. Dark coffee bitterness, dark chocolate bitterness. I know, in my experience, in my opinion, like base Yeti has a huge like tobacco and cigar smoke kind of thing. Not really here, but I'm not surprised that it's kind of muted by the confectionery flavors. So I mean, be nice if they had some kind of influence here, but I'm not going to complain about what I have in the glass. So much maple on this one, but not overly sweet. That's the thing. It's not It's really not pastry stout-esque where it's overly sugary and dessert-like and sweet and you have to take a sip of water and a break in between every sip. It's a crap ton of maple, but it's very approachable. I do get, again, that nuttiness and pecan. Also, maybe their pecans are lending the sweet, a bunch of sweetness to this. They're there. They're in the background. They take a back seat to the maple. Again, not going to find me complaining, but they are at least there. They weren't showing up on the aroma at all, but it's here on the taste. Again, more coffee, iced coffee on this one. Espresso. Yeah, a lot going on here. Body is nice and thick. Feels appropriate for 9.5%. And again, all of these quote-unquote pastry flavors, it's not sticky or cloying or overly sweet. So well job done there. Well job done there. What? Well done job there. 9.5%. No alcohol flavor. No warming or burning at all. Though I will say maybe some warming would be nice to counteract the sweetness, which again is not overly sweet, but I would like more balance in that sense. But this is overall a really tasty dessert beer with tons of maple. So, as for a final score, final verdict, final rating on the Maple Pecan Yeti Imperial Stout, 9.5% alcohol by volume. It's a very tasty Yeti variant. I would not put it up there with the top tier Yeti variations or even base Yeti. Does have a lot of maple on this one with subtle pecan, nuttiness, and good base Imperial Stout accoutrement like your like your chocolate and your coffee, and a little bit of roastiness. Like I said, kind of like what I get out of the base Yeti, that char, tobacco, and smoke is muted by the confectionery adjuncts, but overall, a very tasty and good dessert beer and a good variation on Yeti. Again, not something I would put in the top tier of Yeti variants that I've ever had, but I'll go. Almost like an espresso martini without the vodka. So I'll go. I wouldn't put it upper levels, not in the 8s or 9s, but 7, 8. It's almost there. But yeah. Really good addition to that variety pack. 7.8 out of 10 for the Great Divide Maple Pecan Yeti. That's going to do it for me through Red Butter. Till next time. Cheers, everybody.